Magandang araw. Ngayon po ay magre-review tayo ng CDE exam, English version. Lahat po ng tanong na mapapanood nyo ay galing mismo dito sa LTMS portal. Maaaring hindi sunod-sunod o maiiba ang tanong na lalabas sa inyong exam dahil random po ang inilalabas ng system. Okay? So, let's go! Why are rumble strips installed across the road? The answer? To make you alert and aware of your speed. A blinking yellow traffic light means? The answer? Slow down and proceed if there is no danger. Under RA 10666, also known as Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act, the child must grasp the rider's waist, step his/her feet on the footpeg, and the answer? He/she must wear a standard protective helmet. Yellow box road markings is painted within intersection where no vehicle is allowed to. The answer? Stop. When do you need to check your engine oil level? The answer? When the engine is cold. What should the driver do if he/she is already within the intersection when the yellow traffic light comes? The answer? The driver may continue driving with caution. Signs that are round, inverted triangle, or octagon, and with red-colored bordered are called? The answer? Regulatory signs. Which one is a mandate of LTO? The answer? Register roadworthy and emission-compliant motor vehicles. What does this traffic sign mean? The answer? Dangerous curve ahead. What is the authority granted by LTO to a person who desires to learn to operate a motor vehicle valid for a period of 1 year? The answer? Student Driver's Permit. How many hours may a temporary operator's permit be used as a temporary driver's license? The answer? 72 hours. What shall be the validity of license that a driver may have if he/she has a traffic violation at the time of renewal? The answer? 5 years validity. Under the Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act, a child below 18 years old can't ride in a two-wheel motorcycle on a public road unless the child can comfortably reach his/her feet on the standard footpeg of the motorcycle. His/her arms can reach around and grasp the waist of the motorcycle driver. And he/she is wearing the standard protective helmet. Can a driver use a photocopy of driver's license while driving? The answer? No. Registration of motor vehicle may be suspended if? The answer? Motor vehicle is found to be unsightly. Who are responsible if a motorcycle was used in the commission of a crime? The answer? Owner, driver, and backrider. Which driver is exempted in speeding? The answer? A driver transporting a wounded or sick person. Can you drive a motorcycle if your license bears driver's license code B? The answer? No. Driving along and wide track on a curb, You are about to turn and there is a motorcycle overtaking on a curb coming from the opposite direction. How do you react to this situation? The answer? If possible, stop to avoid road crash. When may you lend your driver's license? The answer? Under no circumstances. What does this traffic sign mean? The answer? No overtaking. The primary objective of looking ahead while driving is? The answer? To check the traffic ahead and changes of the road condition. What does the blue traffic light means? The answer? None. There are no blue traffic lights. What does this traffic sign mean? The answer? No motorcycle. How much is the penalty for the second offense of RA 10666, Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act of 2015? The answer? 5,000 pesos. Where would you see this sign? The answer? School pedestrian crossing. What should you do when you approach a roadwork with a temporary maximum speed limit sign? The answer? Comply at the sign at all times. You approach an intersection with malfunctioning traffic signals. What should you do? The answer? Treat the intersection as if there were stop signs in all directions. Motorcycle riders must exercise safety and care at all times. The answer? Always wear standard protective helmets and gears. You are entering an area of roadworks where there is a temporary no overtaking sign. You must? The answer? Follow the sign as advised. Which of the traffic lights requires you to prepare for a stop? The answer is yellow, amber. Ahead of you is a vehicle with yellow flashing lights. This means? The answer? Slow moving. What should you do if the road is wet? The answer? Slow down. What is the meaning of beating the red light? The answer? Driving faster upon seeing a yellow, amber light. How does alcohol affect your driving? The answer? It reduces your concentration. What comes next after this traffic light? The answer? Red. What should you do whenever you are driving on a highway with a lot of potholes? The answer? Decrease speed. Using a backbone motorcycle, which stand do you need to use when parking overnight? The answer? Center stand. You are planning for a long trip. Do you need to plan for rest stops? The answer? Yes. Stops will help you avoid physical and mental fatigue. What does this traffic signs mean? The answer? Dangerous right curve. What does this traffic sign means? The answer: traffic light signals ahead. What should be done first before changing lane? The answer: make signal. This action can cause you to skid and lose control when you make an abrupt move, especially on a wet and possibly slippery road. The answer: improper braking. When is it legal to use the shoulder of the road when overtaking another vehicle? The answer: during normal circumstances, you are not legally allowed to pass using the shoulder of the road. To help reduce air pollution using your brake, what should you do? The answer: brake properly. What does the traffic sign mean? The answer: no U-turn. You should not use a mobile phone while driving a motorcycle because? The answer: it is prohibited by law and it distracts your attention while driving. A driver while on a highway shall yield the right of way to? The answer: pedestrian crossing within crosswalk. A flashing green light means? The answer: proceed with caution. What sign will constitute an offense if it will be disregarded? The answer: regulatory sign. A 30-day suspension of the driver's license shall be imposed if? The answer: the driver fails to pay the corresponding penalty of the apprehension within 15 days. What should a driver of a light vehicle do before overtaking a 6-wheeler truck? The answer: do not overtake if not properly seen. Can a driver be given a 10-year validity license if he/she has a traffic violations? The answer: no. What type of motor vehicle are covered by Motor Vehicle Users Charge Law? The answer: all motor vehicle registered with LTO. What is the maximum height that a driver can install his mobile phone from the base of the dashboard? The answer: 4 inches. When can a child be exempted to be seated in a child restraint system? The answer: if the child has a medical, mental, or psychological condition. What should a law enforcer do upon seizing a motorcycle from a traffic offender? The answer: send the motorcycle to the impounding area. What should you do to maximize the use of your headlights? The answer: keep the windshield and mirrors clean. When shall an alcohol breather analyzer be used? The answer: when the driver failed at least one of the field sobriety tests. Registration of motor vehicle may be suspended if? The answer: motor vehicle is capable of causing excessive damage to public roads. What does this traffic sign mean? The answer: stop. When do you need to switch on your turn signal? The answer: before turning. If the brake lights of the vehicle in front of you lights up, you should? The answer? Prepare to brake. How can you avoid wasting fuel? The answer? By having your vehicle properly serviced and maintained. In case of a road crash involving physical injury, the first duty of the involved driver is? The answer? Attend to the injured person and call for help. Among the list, who are exempted from speed limit? The answer? Doctors or their drivers going to an emergency. When more than one driver arrive at a four-way stop, who has the right of way? The answer? The driver who arrived first should be the first to go. You service your own vehicle. How should you get rid of the old engine oil? The answer? Dispose it properly. What is the maximum penalty for driving under the influence of liquor or prohibited drugs? The answer? Perpetual revocation of license. What is the maximum and allowable width of the saddlebox or bags? The answer? 14 inches from both sides.